Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60. And we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Cook to about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowing. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Purdy on the sneak.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but You know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Purdy now to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38.
38-yard line.
Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. They'll run with Cook. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Throwing now is Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that...
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up second down at the Bills' 47-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen off the play fake. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. First down, Bills.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Allen going to throw. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 49ers' 25-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the air, Allen. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete to Pearsall. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jennings. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this just a few. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Purdy off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, maybe as they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
At the 27-yard line.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by Jennings. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Purdy. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
And 10.
Back to throw. Purdy. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that'll keep this a one-point game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Well, both sides searching for adjustments. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bills.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown! Khalil Shakir, 29 yards. And the Bills are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Yeah, we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Matt Milano charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run it again with Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Purdy now to throw. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Purdy. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Purdy. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's second and a yard. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that would get him targeted and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
The Bills. This is making a prediction match against the Bills.
Purdy to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Purdy to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now first and goal. McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
the 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And that one is incomplete. So they got into the end zone for 6. They couldn't get into the end zone, though, to tie the game. And they're still down 2 here in the Super Bowl.
Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang
He's
on
got the
now,
two
there's a
touchdowns.
penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So Allen's going to look to throw. That is intercepted.
No way. Wait, we still have a chance. No way.
Intercepted. The Niners take over
This is 1st and 10.
at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 43.
Throwing, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
49er, first down. First and 10.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He's brought down
And a
by
timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move
Alright,
the ball on
yeah,
the
this is
ground. But every now and then you find
So
a
either
little
be
chink in the
history
armor,
for the
and that type
49ers
of run
or
right there lets them know that they can't
Jake
stop
Moody's gonna spell
every
it all.
single run for almost no game.
They're going to ice
So
us.
it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker.
49-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
On the podium is Commissioner Goodell. He'll present the Lombardi Trophy to the San Francisco 49ers. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.